Hello, my name is Heather Mackey. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine. I have noticed in myself and in others a great need in this time to acknowledge the right that we have to rest. That you don't. There are a lot of memes and there's a lot of communication about you don't have to be productive. You do not have to produce in this time. And I think we all have our own rhythm and flow. Everybody is operating within their consciousness and where they place their attention and what they value. Our life is a reflection of what we value. And I have always valued growth, awareness, evolution, the ability and one of the reasons I love libraries, and I love them, one of the reasons that I love libraries is they offer every human being free access to free information. You don't have to have a home in order to get that information. You can be any member of society and you can go into a library and you can grow and expand your awareness and your understanding on given topics. I do think, as a general rule, it's important to give yourself the right to rest, to give yourself the right to not do. I think it can be challenging for a lot of people to just be. I'm allowed to just be. I don't have to make something. I don't have to show you something. I don't have to be productive with my time. And there's value in that. There's value in saying, you know what, I choose to rest today. I choose to not produce today. I have friends that choose to not communicate. My friend Tam will go days without communicating. Like, wow, what a great idea. Just to allow the self to even be silent. If you feel you need to give yourself permission to just not. That's often warranted and appropriate. And although this may, for many people, be the first time that we've faced a situation, a challenge, or an opportunity, depending on how we look at it, that is global in its effect. The pandemic affects every human in a different way. I do recognize this is not the first challenge or opportunity or learning, or this is not the first time something has come in my life that I've needed to grow with and understand. And I have found many times in my life during periods of challenge that it's easy to say, I'm having a rough time. And whatever way I've done that, I'm having my period, I'm having a rough time, therefore I don't have to be nice. It's been a rough week, so I don't have to. There can also be a tendency in the consciousness to make excuses and to justify and validate one's right to not offer the gift that you are, the gifts that you have. I have spent pretty much all of this time, save 1 or 2 days, just being like, it's a pandemic. I don't have to paint. I don't have to make artwork. And yet, this period of time in my life, it affects us all differently. Some of us are working more. For me, I can only speak from my own perspective. And from my perspective, I'm not working right now. So now I have time. And how many times have I prayed and asked for the opportunity? Like, if you could just, life is just so busy. If you would just stop, if you could just stop the busyness, I will create art and I will just, live in enjoyment of life. And I will produce these things that I feel compelled to produce. And, life is always offering us lots of variation to look at. And existing in the time of a pandemic is not the only challenge I've ever faced. This time is not the only challenge you've ever faced. You've had hard days. You've had rough goes with it, this thing called existing. And it is okay, just as it is okay to rest, it is okay to ask yourself, today, can I use this answered prayer? Have I gotten enough rest? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so can I rest again in my future nows? And today, can I produce something? Can I offer something? The thing about being a human is that we have all these desires. And so you may have a desire to eat healthier. You may have a desire to exercise more, whatever that looks like for you. You may have a desire to create, produce music or art or photography, sculpting, whatever it is, You may have a desire to get organized or get clear. And I got to tell you, I've had many periods in which I can just justify, well, life is hard, and because of that, it's enough for me to just live. I'm just trying to live through all this, And I want to grow. I want to be, do, and become more than what I am in my now. And I can spend a life justifying inactivity, me not stepping into my bigness, me not offering what I have to offer. There are worlds of artwork inside of me. And none of them will be realized if I don't take time to produce them and to place my attention on them. And I have spent a month and a half eating whatever I want. And maybe you've done the same. And maybe you've gone back and forth. And maybe you've been purely healthy. And I recognize a desire increasing in me that, just because it's a pandemic doesn't mean I get to eat crazy. I've done that. Like food, food can be a comfort. It can be a comforter, a blanket that we wrap ourselves up in. And now I understand that this dynamic is occurring. And there are many wonderful things that are coming out of it. The earth is healing. We're recognizing certain jobs have value in our lives. We're recognizing people maybe we don't, as a people, typically acknowledge, like the elderly and those that are, providing for our needs. And there are many realizations and gifts that come out of any challenge in your life. So today I'm asking myself, can we have a goal and an intent to, I think I'm going to fast. I think I'm going to cleanse. A car needs an oil change. My body needs an oil change. And I've eaten a lot of cheese and bread, and I don't normally eat those things except for when I'm stressed or when it, some change came that I had to adapt to. And so can I go on a juice fast? And every day that I drink that juice, remember that there are people in the world that will not eat. And that juice is so rich, and how robust my life is that I can provide myself with that and let it be enough while I give myself and my body some silence and some healing time and some recuperation time, and then come out of the fast and eat some healthy things and give myself some nutrients. I just want to acknowledge that it's also okay for you to thrive in this time. It's okay for you to also produce. And we're coming out of a paradigm when, we've just got that thumb on our head that's like, go to work, pay the bills, If you're one of these people that gets to be at home, the thumb has been removed. And yeah, you may have needed some recuperation time from the pressure we put on ourselves to exist and make money and pay for things. And many are in a new circumstance. And it's also okay to let the pendulum swing and say, okay, I've rested and I ate whatever the hell I wanted and did the best to love my body as it changed. And now I am going to start stretching a few minutes each day, or I'm going to shift into adding more healthy foods into what I'm doing, or I'm going to shift into spending a little time and attention every week making that music piece, creating that art piece, because there is something that I came to give. There's something that I am on the earth to offer, and it will not be offered if I don't give my time and attention to it. And why would I not take the sacred window to call myself to grow and to extend and to offer? If you don't want to do that, it doesn't make you bad or wrong. It also doesn't make you bad or wrong if you choose to do that. You know, it's like we just need to take the judgment off of everything. And is it okay? Yes, it's okay. What every human is doing is okay because they have free will and they are independent and they get to choose in their individual self how to live. If you have a way you want to live, then by all means live that way and hold consciousness that those around you live that way. And I want to speak specifically to those beings out there right now that feel that stirring that says, I do have things I want to do with this time. I've spent an entire lifetime feeling like I never rested and just really needed to rest. Okay, if you're rested now, darling, maybe you need a little more. Perhaps you can put a little attention towards offering your gifts, offering what you came to share with the world, because there are those that are seeking it. There are those that are waiting for it. And you have great beauty within you. Great beauty and great ability. Even in a time of challenge or trial and tribulation, you have great ability to also continue to be self-nurturing, self-loving, self-respecting, self-caring. And it is okay to fall out of that. And it's also okay to come back into alignment with it. So feel free to post a comment if you'd like. I'd like to ask you, what thing are you ready and willing to do? What thing are you ready and willing to do to offer more of you? You know, and whether that's, I am ready and willing to do a cleanse. I am ready and willing to do a little bit healthier eating, to offer more of me, healthy me, vibrant me, thriving me. I am ready and willing to do a little bit more positive thinking for 5 minutes a day about my life and the way things are. I'm ready and willing to do that music piece. I'm ready and willing to put just some attention and energy into it, or to start sketching again, or to get in the garden and put my hands in the dirt. What are you ready and willing to do? Today we offer these words to ourselves, to our hearts, to our minds. I am a gift. I have much to offer. I am allowed to thrive and enjoy life in any of my nows. And I choose to move towards a more abundant expression of the all that I am. So mote it be. Blessed be. Have a beautiful day.